Well, welcome to my humble home. It's nice to see a new face in harmony. I'm Tabitha Lennox. And you are, you didn't give me your name on the phone.
Oh, Mrs. Hernandez. Amelia. I'm a widow. Oh, what a charming room. It's so old world.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Most people turn their noses up at the Victorians, but I'm very fond of them. Alberton, Victoria, Dickinson, Trollope, Jack the Rip. So why is it that you wanted to meet with me, Mrs. Hernandez?
Oh, I need a place to live, Miss Lennox, and I understand you rent rooms. I'm moving to Harmony.
Moving to Harmony? Really? Not many people move to Harmony. Our little town has a bit of an odd reputation. May I ask you why?
Revenge. Tell me about your boarding house.
Well, it isn't a boarding house per se. Occasionally, I rent rooms to a few select guests.
Well, my apologies. So tell me, who are the guests? I hope it's a quiet house.
Well, at the moment, I have a few younger tenants, so you know how that can be. There's my very good friend Kay, living here with her fiancé, Miguel.
What are their last names? I know a Kay and Miguel.
Oh, Kay Bennett and Miguel Lopez Fitzgerald.
Pilar's son.
You know Pilar? Oh, what a small world.
Well, I don't actually know Pilar, but I've heard of her family. I hear their names in all the cafes and restaurants.
Well, they're not one of our first families, you understand, but they're very nice people. Good, hard-working stock. And they have very exciting lives. The eldest daughter, Teresa, married one of the Cranes. Now, they are something else. If you're interested in high society, they take the cake.
Frankly, the rich bore me. But you seem like you could tell me everything I want to know about Pilar and her family.
Oh! Let me tell you, I could tell you everything about everyone in this entire town. What do you want to know about the Lopez Fitzgeralds?
Well, let's start with everything.
So, what do you want to know about Pilar and her family? And why do you want to know?
Well, I'm always happy to hear about a Latino family that does well here in the United States, and especially in New England, where the Yankee is king.
Actually, the Red Sox are king.
Anyway, from what I hear, they're a very interesting family. So what can you tell me about them?
Now, I'm not one to tell tales out of school, you know, but that Lopez Fitzgerald family, oh, you could devote an entire gossip magazine just to them. Well, not the mother. Not nowadays, anyway. Pilar's a saint, and saints are so boring. But the children... The men are very good-looking. Luis, the eldest son... No, actually, he's not the eldest. The first son, Antonio, was killed in a plane crash. But anyway, Luis... not to offend your delicate sensibilities, Mrs. Hernandez, but I think Luis has to be an absolute genius in the bedroom.
Oh, do tell.
Well, he's working his way through the females of the Crane family. He started with Sheridan Crane, and she bore him a child.
And the child's name?
Marty. And then he moved on to Sheridan's niece, Fancy, and they're engaged. But that wasn't enough. He had a fling with fancy Sister Pretty, and now Pretty is pregnant.
Oh, another Lopez Fitzgerald child.
And, of course, then there's the eldest daughter. No. There was the daughter, Teresa.
The one who was devoured by sharks?
Oh, you heard that story, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Teresa's history is pretty spectacular. I think the term obsessive-compulsive was invented by that little minx.
Oh, tell me.
Well, I shouldn't be gossiping like this. Kay's a very good friend of mine. She's going to be marrying into that family.
Oh, well, going over someone's family history isn't gossip.
It's not?
Oh, certainly not. Think of it as having genealogy as a hobby. It's all just interesting.
Oh, well, good-o. Well, then, there's a lot more I can tell you. Even Paloma, the little tart, has 2 men running after her right now. I tell you, if you cut into anyone in that family, sex, not blood, would drip out.
I doubt that.
Oh. Listen to me carrying on. Oh, I'm gossiping about the neighbours like some old biddy over the garden fence. The Lopez Fitzgeralds have been very good to me on occasion.
Don't worry, I won't breathe a word to anyone. So when can I move in?
You really want to live in harmony?
Yes. More than anything.
I don't get it. This town is going to hell in a handbucket, literally. I don't know why anyone would want to move to Harmony now.
Well, I can't think of anywhere else in the world I would rather be. I can move in any time. Tonight, even.
You sure you wouldn't rather live in Castleton? Now, that's a charming little town.
No. I must live in Harmony.
Well, I don't have room for another boarder.
Oh, please. This is such a large house. Surely you have room for one more boarder?
I don't think you understand, Mrs. Hernandez. Harmony isn't a very healthy place to live right now. I don't think anyone should be moving here.
No offense, but you certainly aren't very welcoming. Sounds as if you don't want to live here either.
Honestly, I don't. I've lived here for many, many years, but I am ready to move on.
Well, then here's an idea. Why don't you sell your house to me? That way we both get what we want. I get to live in Harmony, and you get to move away.
What did you say? You want to buy my house?
Why not? Real estate is a marvelous investment, and this is a good time in the market to do it. This would be the perfect solution to our problem. You want to leave Harmony, and I want to move to Harmony. Simple. Sell your house to me.
My house? A beautiful house? I've lived here for so long.
How long?
400 years.
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm just joking. I've lived here for many years. Many, many, many years. I've watched nature's handiwork from this house for decades. I've lived through dozens of freezing winters. Oh, I tell you, sometimes in the winter, the timbers in this old house creak like dead men's bones. But in the spring, the hemlock and the poison ivy start pushing up through the snow. Oh, it's so lovely.
Well, you know, you sound like you're in a bit of a rut, my dear. Why not get rid of this place? Kick up your heels somewhere else. Down south, maybe.
Maybe you're right. I haven't gone visiting for a long time. Maybe Endora should meet some of her relatives.
So what do you say? Are you going to sell me your house?
Sell my house. Oh, so many memories.
Make new memories. I had to make a fresh start in my life. Trust me. Once you recreate yourself, you open up a whole new world of possibilities.
All right.
You mean it?
You bought yourself a house, Mrs. Hernandez.
Well, thank you very much. Oh, you will not regret this. But Pilar and her family will.
Selling the house? Why didn't I think of that before? Oh, what about the price?
What about it?
Well, this is a very fine property in an upscale neighborhood.
I think we can agree on a price rather quickly, don't you?
Oh, how exciting. Oh, I can't wait to tell Endora.
Endora?
Yes, my daughter, Endora.
Oh, well, I can't wait to meet her. But I do have one condition before I buy the house.
Well, you didn't mention any conditions. What condition? I thought we had a deal.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Lennox. It's really very simple.
All right. Tell me one of the conditions.
Why, that you introduce me to all the neighbors, the Bennetts, the Cranes, the Russells, the Lopez Fitzgeralds.
Oh, well, that's easy. Which family would you like to meet first?
I don't know. How about the Lopez Fitzgeralds?